Knicks Nation. Before anybody starts screaming, trade this guy, bench this guy, let's be real for a second. This loss wasn't about heart. It wasn't about effort. It was about fatigue. Since the NBA Cup ended, this team has been playing high intensity playoff style basketball every single night. Heavy minutes, short rotations, stars carrying the load, and eventually legs tell the truth. You saw it tonight. Shots coming up short, late closeouts, rebounding lapses that don't usually happen. This wasn't a collapse. This was the cost of winning early. So the real conversation tonight isn't what's wrong with the Knicks. It's how long can we keep playing like it's April and December? What does this stretch say about the rotation? How much help does this team need off the bench? And when Deuce McBride comes back, does that relief come just in time? This is Knicks N Ish, where we don't panic. We're breaking it down. And you know the vibe. Let's go Knicks. Fraz.
Hit the intro.
Mic check 1, 2.
Action!
Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Like turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.
Fuck everybody on the front! When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga!
Yeah. Live and direct once again on your YouTube screen. It is your favorite Knicks N Ish panel. And of course, y'all already know the vibe because it says it right there on the screen. I am the one and only Parlay Lord, aka Fast Pass, here with the Knicks N Ish panel, never limited to and always including the First Lady of Knicks N Ish, Mrs. Knicks, is in the building. And of course, let me hear the 3 words.
I'm a spark plug.
Because he's the host of the show, the one and only Tea Time is here in the building. Shout out to my good brothers, Knickerbocker Ave, of course,
Indeed.
and my God, Kev Rodriguez in the building. Press like for your favorite panel. Sharing as always, Karen. If you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you turn that bell to all so you get all notifications when we go live. And of course, do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, that we have the super chat here over at Knicks N Ish. So if you want us to literally stop what we're in the middle of talking about and talk about whatever comment that it is that you want us to talk about, all you got to do is hit us with a super chat and we will gladly do so. Don't forget about that, y'all. Let me just took some quick housekeeping here. Of course, shout out Darlene in the building. You already know what it is, sis. Day 1. You know what I mean? Is that's Michael Pringle in the building? Shout out to you.
Nobody calling you Big Daddy Pring. Now shout out to Mike, man. That's the guys.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what I mean? But yeah, not gonna say this. This was a rough game down the stretch to watch, you know, because it was like you really saw that, yeah, like was mentioned, yeah, we was gassed, but
So the Knicks lose 116 to 107. Like the good brother Fraz was just stating. Down the stretch, we were making a lot of mistakes that we don't usually make. Uh, excuse me, and I would like to contribute that to slight fatigue. I'm not saying that guys was absolutely exhausted, like, oh, we can't play no more basketball. But I will say we played a team that hasn't played since Sunday. I'm not making excuses. I'm just stating the facts. Uh, so yeah, the Knicks lose 116 to 107 to a 76ers team that's trying to find their way, trying to right the ship. Uh, Joel Embiid was unable to play tonight. I wish he did because we probably would have won if he was playing because that guy stinks. Uh, yeah, so I'm not going to be super long winded. I'm not sure if Fraz did this. I've been drinking, but if you here, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Sharing is always caring. I'm pretty sure he did, but I just don't remember what happened. Is anybody else screen just went white like that?
No.
Oh, that's crazy. I guess it's the monitor. I mean? New monitor. I'm working with a whole new setup right here, so please forgive me while I adjust. But yeah, shout out. Let's go to the panel and see what their opinions are on tonight's game and tonight's loss. We're gonna start out with Mrs. Knicks.
Can't win them all. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it was a very winnable game. When you look at the numbers, we led on a lot of major categories, but we took a L. 44% shooting, 39 of 88. 3-point shots were terrible today. Terrible. 25%, 8 for 32. Disgusting. We had enough assists to win the game. We had 26 assists, but when you look at it, we had 18 turnovers. That was nasty work. We didn't take care of the ball, and that did it for us. I mean, it took a lot of momentum away. We threw away the ball, I think, 2 or 3 times on plays where we stole the ball from them. So it was just really sloppy. I mean, I'm assuming it's, being tired. Like you said, we played really intense basketball throughout the cup run. We played a hell of a hard game yesterday down to the last 4.4 seconds, and then had to travel and play today. So, I mean, I'm not mad. Yeah, I'm a little mad because I don't like losing to Philly. But, it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back on Sunday against Miami. And to me, that means a lot. Because even though we lost today, we still put up a big fight. The game was close for the most part up until the end. And I know we're going to talk about it later on, but my boy had a game today. Mitchell Robinson, I've said it for what? 3 seasons, 10 points. He could give us 10 points. He can absolutely do it. And hitting free throws, you love to see it. You love to see it. They tried to hack a Mitch once. He hit the free throws, didn't try that shit again. And that's what we're going to need because teams, as we can see early on in the season, think that that's going to slow us down. But if he starts making them free throws, that will no longer be an option. Very, very proud of his game today. He put on for this team. So, yeah. A little upset, but not pissed off and tripping out.
Fraz, talk to me, good brother.
I mean, there was a lot of good to take away from this game. Um, Especially the fact that Brunson had another off night. Poor shooting, 97 for 22 from the field. Even Tyler Kolek had an off night after that performance last night. But I have mentioned on the show that if Mitch Robinson was more of an offensive type player, that it could pay dividends for us. You saw it tonight. He had what, 21 and 16, double double, like 21, like. But everybody thought like Mitch wasn't capable. Mitch is capable of these type of games. You just haven't seen it. You know what I mean? And getting out of the shell of, or in the shadow of the old Tibbs regime offense now, it's like you're starting to see other players become more offensive minded and develop in their own lane in their own way. One thing I did see 18 turnovers tonight, not a good look. Even though we did dominate points in the paint, 60-36. Um, wasn't very much on the defensive minded side. Again, I think fatigue did have a factor in that tonight, and the fact that Mitch Robinson made a lot of free throws tonight. That was impressive to see because everybody says, "Oh, Mitch don't hit free throws." Well, he hit quite a few tonight, and I'm not really like pressed because we lost this game. I'm just saying like it's a lot. It's a lot of season left to play, and we just need to learn from this game when we play Philly again coming up. So I'm good otherwise though.
Tonight was a back to back. You feel me? So like I'm gonna add that in as well. Uh, and we just played a very hard fought game against the Indiana Pacers. So, but again, like when I look at this game, the Knicks did everything they could to lose this game tonight. Uh, versus like you know uh who we played. I forget who we played already. The 76ers did the job to win the game. I mean, they played some. It was some spurts of some really good basketball. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't from the 76ers, but I felt like when it mattered, we did more of what it took to lose than what it took to win. Like Fraz said, uh, the 18 turnovers. I mean, I don't think that was all on the defense of the 76ers. I just think we made a lot of bad plays. Tyler Kolek had a really bad game. There was some really bad passes coming from my boy, and that's unfamiliar to him. JB was short on a lot of his shots tonight, and that's a clear indication of tired legs when most of your shots is beat in the front of the rim. Uh, Tone, if you want my attention, just say that, homie. Cause I do got a rant. You feel me? I'm always fit for a nice good rant. But if you want my
It's funny,
attention,
Tea Time, because they lost today. So I don't even know why he's talking. They lost today.
because normally I don't even before I wasn't even seeing the chat because when I was on my phone, the chat was minimized so small I could only see like one comment at a time. But now I see his comments and I'm like, yo, bro, if you want my attention, just say that. Or you want some
Just
huh?
remember, just remember. He said he not worried about bottom feeders. Who's the bottom feeder? Ask him who the real bottom feeder is right
I'm
now.
just saying, like right now, you gotta wonder if y'all gonna be in the play-in. I don't even know what that feel like right now. You know what I mean? We own y'all. And what is hold on? What is they? I'm let me finish my thought. Tone, stick around. You know what I mean? Tone, talk sports or open sports or whatever. Stick around, man. You know what I mean? I got time for you today. I'm on petty shit. You feel me? I don't like losing, so I'm on petty shit. Stick around. But let me get through what I gotta get through. You feel me? For the sake of the show. Uh like I was saying, I just think it was fatigue. It was a lot of mistakes that wasn't we don't normally make from people that don't normally make these mistakes. Uh, Shout out to Tyrese Maxey. He's tough. You feel me? He played a hell of a game. The Eshcombe kid, he's sure fire. He's sure fire. That kid is amazing. You know what I mean? As a basketball player, he's going to be somebody that we're going to be watching and talk about for years to come. He is really good at the game of basketball. Uh, but other than that, I just think we just made a lot of mistakes, silly mistakes. Shout out to my guy Mitch. He played a hell of a game and showed like what it could really look like for him for the rest of the season, especially if he making them free throws. Excuse me. He was making free throws, getting putbacks, dunking on people. He got a lot of offensive rebounds tonight as well. And it's not like he was matched up against a scrub. Uh, Andre Drummond is one of the best rebounders in NBA history. Like we're not even talking about this one of the better rebounders of his generation. We're talking about one of the best rebounders in NBA history, and Mitchell Robinson, in still in his very limited time, dominated that matchup as far as on the boards. Uh, you know, Drummond got his get back on the 3-point line because I get it, right? You know, if anybody you want to shoot a 3-pointer, you want it to be Andre Drummond. But I feel like if you watch two go in, if you gotta understand. I gotta get out on that. You feel me? I gotta get out on that and make him put the ball on the floor because he's not quick enough to get past you for real. Like, but you can't let somebody you watch hit 2 3-pointers back to back continue to shoot 3-pointers. That just don't make sense. You know what I mean? That's just not smart basketball in my eyes. But like I said, a lot of mistakes tonight. Uh, but I don't really blame the team. I blame the fact that we won the Emirates Cup. People are tired. And with that being said, I think we got to find a way to get JB some rest. We gotta find a way to get him some rest. I think he need a load management day. Listen, it's the
He probably don't want one.
as my brother Knickerbocker Ave would say, this is the season of destiny. The goal is bigger than just the next game. I want JB to play every game because I want to win every game. That's a fact. But not at the cost of my guy getting an injury, a fatigue injury, because those are real. You know what I mean? Your tail ligament or something like that because your body is just tired. I don't want that. You know what I mean? I want my guy to get rest. So Mike Brown got to either figure out how to reduce his minutes during the game or just giving him the day off. You feel me? Like something has to happen there. But moving on, not moving on, but on the same subject. Uh, Kind of what I was just saying. At what point does playing every night turn into diminishing? I mean, turn into diminishing returns? Yeah, I didn't even know I put those words in that sentence like that. Yeah. So at what point does playing every night turn into diminishing returns? Fraz is on you.
At what point does playing every night diminish? The simple fact is, especially on these back-to-backs, if you played 30 plus minutes the night before, then had to jump on the plane right after the game, fly back to New York, get ready to play another game 30 plus minutes, you're going to be tired. Because you basically either had to find sleep on the way there or sleep when you got back to New York. Players is definitely looking gassed out there today. And it showed in the play. So, I mean, it definitely diminishes returns because it affects how players come out and play, especially in these second games of back-to-backs. And that's been one of the things in recent Knicks history that we've been talking about here on Knicks N Ish. How we come out and play in second game of back-to-backs.
Sis is on you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so used to Knickerbocker Ave doing this shit now. It's catching me off guard.
I mean, it can. I don't think it's gonna be something that's long term. I think, just because of the cup, um, it was a problem today. I think a lot of people probably expected us to lose yesterday with the intentions of winning today, but we did the reverse. But just the travel, the travel time, the lag time. Let's not forget we played in Vegas, so we lost time when we came back east. Not an excuse because, again, we played yesterday and, we won. But, I mean, they're still human. Their bodies are still like ours. When they play on the West Coast and I have to wake up in the morning for work, I'm exhausted just watching the shit. So I can imagine how they feel, their body physically feels with all that. So, I mean, I don't think like back-to-backs with them playing 30 plus minutes is gonna, be the reason for losses, going forward. I just think because of the travel, like the way they did, and as hard fought as those games were and how physical they were. Not to mention, 3 of our guys kind of getting injured in that championship game. So I'm not really worried about it. I think once we're a little more healthy, like Shamit, at least Deuce coming back, then we could kind of, split up the minutes with JB, Tyler, and Deuce, JC. We just not healthy yet. And then today, Tyler got into early foul trouble, so it kind of made it hard to, have JB sit as much as maybe we would have liked today. Can I say something? Because this chat is really pissing me the fuck off.
Absolutely. This is what we do.
So ain't nobody making no damn excuses. There's a difference between excuses and talking sports and talking facts. So if you don't know the game of basketball and you want to call this shit excuses, get the fuck out my chat.
Talk that shit, man. Fuck that. Yeah, listen, man. Listen. Yo, it'd be weird, right? It'd be weird because, like you said, sis, they team lost today, but he here.
I wish Kev was here because Kev tuned into one of their shows and old boy was crying because they took a loss.
Yeah, listen.
But
man,
instead of doing your show today because you took a loss, you're now watching our show. You giving me disgruntled Knicks fan vibes.
I told you.
Yeah, listen. All I'm saying is, this team lost, but he here with us. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I mean, I don't. I know. I already know we take over your arena when we down there. You know what I mean? So you might be one of them people that be like, "Oh, this is my time to wear my Knicks jersey," and nobody will notice. He probably one of them people. I can wear my JB jersey in peace. You feel me? And nobody will notice. I got my JB jersey on today. Yeah, he's probably one of them guys, and that's fine. You feel me?
And we do let people on our show, but there's no point of letting a Heat fan on our show on the game when we don't play the Heat. So come talk to us on Sunday. Actually, put your email in that chat so I can send you the link on Sunday. But you got to show your face.
Hold on, no, don't put it in the chat. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like that's kind of weird. But we are Knicks N Ish on everything. You feel me? So whether it be Twitter, whether it be Instagram, inbox us the email, and Sunday, you could pull up and get cooked. If that's what you like to do. You feel me? If you a masochist like that, if you want to pull up and get your feelings hurt, you know what I mean, then we more than willing to have you here. You feel me? because y'all definitely gonna lose. You feel me?
Respectfully,
Yeah,
of course, but don't come
yeah.
over here and all that personal attacking people.
Oh
Keep it
yeah.
basketball, because if we get too far away from basketball, I'm gonna be liable to just have people just removed from the chat. Period. Simple as that.
Shout out to good brother for saying that, because I will let you know this, Tone. Right? You pull up to Knicks N Ish, and you get out of hand or disrespectful. We are not tolerating any of that. You will be blocked. You be kicked off the stage first. Then you will be blocked from everything. We could talk sports. Trash talking is always welcome. This is what sports is. But disrespect won't be tolerated. You feel me? That's not what we do here. Yeah, I mean, but shout out to you for even watching and commenting. Yeah, I mean, you getting your troll on. I respect it. Yeah, I mean, but always remember, keep it tasteful. Keep it tasteful. But yeah, you know, t- again, today was a bad loss, right? So moving forward, because I ain't gonna talk about this dude the whole show for sure. Uh, we got we got news that Deuce is actually doing all on court workouts, and it's they said he's very close to coming back. Uh, so one of the questions, I mean, because we got a few questions, I mean, and how important is Deuce return is going to be to the defensive energy and ball pressure of this team. Sis, what's good? What's good?
Um, so yeah, he actually they have him listed now as day to day and not out. So that's huge. I think he's gonna be huge. I mean, losing him was huge for us. So getting him back is gonna be great. I think we have to be mindful that, it's gonna be a little workup to get back to, the Deuce that we saw right before he got injured. Especially like with ankle injuries and stuff. Sometimes you don't trust your body. So you don't play as hard because you're a little scared. I know that because I personally had surgeries and it took me years to trust my legs. Um, but I think, once he gets ramped back up, it's huge for the team because he's a huge part of the team. He's a huge part of the bench. He's someone that, everyone on our team trusts. So on a night where, maybe Tyler doesn't have it, Deuce will have it. You know what I mean? On a night where, we need a defensive stop and we can pull JB out for a final play, kind of like yesterday where we put Tyler in, that probably would have been Deuce had Deuce, been available to play. And I mean, Deuce's defense speaks for itself, right? He's great at catching back up to his, who he's defending. Uh, so yeah, I mean, luckily for us, in his departure while being injured, other guys have stepped up. But he brings something that, they don't. And so having him back is great.
Fries, talk to me, good brother.
Well, listen, we all know the significance of Deuce McBride in this team. Deuce McBride is one of the first substitutions off of the bench, which means a lot as far as setting the tone for when the bench comes in to spell the starting unit in the first quarter, which is usually around the six to 5 to 6 minute mark, somewhere around there, depending on who we playing or who's playing or whatever. That can change, but for the most part, Deuce is usually either the first man off the bench or the second man off the bench to be put into the game. So his significance cannot be understated because of the simple fact that the energy he brings when he's on the court, he he likes to set the tone as far as hitting the 3-point shot because He comes into the game and he's just trying to make an impact right off the bat, and that's the type of energy that we like coming off the bench, from Deuce McBride. So his significance can't be understated anymore. I mean, like he is a very important piece to who we are and New York Knicks basketball. So no, Deuce McBride is a very important piece to this team. There is without a doubt.
Yeah, I think. Oh, my bad. I'm still getting used to doing this shit.
You good, bro?
See, look, y'all gotta understand, right? All of y'all play an important part of what we do here, right? So when y'all missing, right? When y'all add something to the fold, right? Y'all don't. Shout out to Knickerbocker Ave, and I know because if he's not here, it's because a damn good reason, and I hope he's okay and everything's well with him. But when y'all add something new to the fold and y'all don't show up, it throws me the fuck off. I have the hardest time trying to catch back up. I'm just figuring out how to do what Knickerbocker Ave did because we never did that before he got here. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure it out. But anyway, right? Going back to the Deuce McBride thing, uh, which is mostly on defensive ball pressure. I think what he does picking up guys full court or three quarters court is super important. A lot of times today we got the 76ers deep into the clock, uh, and that's with no on ball pressure. And they made some good shots deep in the clock. But I think that don't happen if the clock was shortened by 5 6 seconds. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think they get a chance, an opportunity to get as good of a look at the rim if we had Deuce McBride at times ball hawking the way that he does. Uh, and you also gotta like contribute to the fact that you get more rest. You get more rest for the guards, whether it be a JB or Josh Hart or Macau. There's more rest to be had because you have another person that can fill those pause, those spots. Uh, and missing him, you know, not only off defensively, but offensively, we miss Deuce because even on nights where everybody's shooting bad, he's normally the one good bright spot shooting the basketball. Like, especially from 3 point range for sure. You know what I mean? From 3 point range, Deuce is usually the one good bright spot that we have. And missing him on nights like tonight when the team was what we was from 3 point range, I'm about to find out right now because it was nasty. I know it was a nasty number. The number was nasty.
We were 8 for 32.
8 for 32, disgusting. That's disgusting. And that's a whole different topic because we had a whole topic about are we comfortable with 43s a night? Not on nights like tonight. Because it was a few shots that I was like, oh, y'all should have took that to the cup. No reason you should have shot that. But excuse me. Now another question is when Deuce come back, whose minutes should take the biggest hit? Not whose minutes will, but who minutes should take the biggest hit. I can't remember who went first last time.
My turn. Whose minutes should take the biggest hit? I hate to say it, but Tyler Kolek minutes is going to take the biggest hit because Deuce usually is in the rotation ahead of him. So definitely Tyler Kolek's minutes is going to take the biggest hit. But it's for a good reason because when Deuce
So
is in the
Brad, not
game,
to cut you off, right? You telling me who minutes will. I'm saying, in your opinion, who minutes should. You know what I mean?
oh, who minutes should? Okay, well, honestly, one person's minutes I think should go down is Yabusele because he got to show me something more than what he's been showing me so far as production. He hasn't really been producing like he we've seen him or seen the potential for him to produce, especially when he was playing for France in that Olympic run where they made it all the way to the gold medal game against the US. So as far as whose minutes should take the hit, I'm gonna say Yabusele minutes should take a hit, and I'm gonna say you should take DOR minutes because of the simple fact that you got to get some more experience back on the court than Deuce McBride. He's got to play, man. Deuce has to play.
Sis, talk to me.
Unmute, sis.
My bad. I think I'm dog sitting my daughter's dog, so they're like fighting in the background. So I'm trying to like not have y'all hear that. But I think he's gonna take Diarra's minutes. He's gonna take Yabusele's minutes, and probably a couple of minutes from either Macau, Jalen, Josh. Just a couple. I don't think we need Macau and Jalen to play 37 minutes. He can take 2 minutes from them. You know what I mean? Because I think you don't want to take from Tyler. Tyler's playing great basketball. You don't want to take that confidence away from him because, you never know when you're going to need him again to play like he did yesterday and in the final. So I think we can squeeze minutes from the other guys to kind of throw at Deuce. I think it all kind of is going to depend on who's playing well that night and, what we need both offensively and defensively. Because there may be nights where Tyler doesn't get 15, 16 minutes because Deuce got it going on and, you feed the hot hand. That's the good part of how talented we are. Everyone don't have to play a set amount of minutes. If someone has it going, you keep that person in. But yeah, I think Diawara and Yabusele probably going to get no burn once Deuce comes back.
I believe that realistically is what's going to happen, right? But if you ask me, who should get their minutes reduced? I'm going to say Jordan Clarkson. Defensively, he's atrocious. I'm tired of watching him, miss assignments, gamble, and lose time and time again.
And he's going to have a great game on Sunday, and you're going to say, my bad.
No, listen. I already did that. He had his moment in the sun on yesterday. You feel me? And then you come out and shit the bed. He had a horrible game today. It was very nasty on all aspects of the game. It wasn't just shooting. He was nasty on all aspects of the game. And that's the Jordan Clarkson we've been seeing most of the game. I wish the best for Jordan Clarkson. High hopes. I know what he can do. I've seen it. He's done it to us. But we haven't been getting that Jordan Clarkson. I am more intrigued to see a lineup of Tyler Kolek next to Deuce McBride than I am seeing Jordan Clarkson next to Tyler Kolek. Jordan Clarkson has not been. I think Jordan Clarkson is more focused on getting Flea since he came to New York. I'm finally in the fashion capital of the world. I want to get Flea every day. Nah, nigga, get in the gym every day because it don't look like you are. And I like Jordan Clarkson. I want to like him so bad because I feel like aesthetically, like if you look at him aesthetically, I'd be like, yo, Yeah, you give me, West Coast vibes, but like at the same time, you kind of give me New York vibes at the same time. So I want to like Son. I really do, but I need consistency. You can't have one good game and then have three, four bad games. That's nasty work. I don't want to see that on the basketball court. Yeah, the panel would tell you. I literally text almost every game, get Jordan Clarkson off my TV. I literally text that. I don't. Look, hold on. I'm about to bring it back up. Look, do I not literally text that?
You
I can show
do.
And
you
it's
every
not because I'm trying to shit on bro. It's because he be playing like shit. I'm not trying to shit on bro. He be playing like shit. So I need him to be better. Yes, please like and subscribe. Sharing is caring for sure. If you new here, make sure you turn that notification bell on when you subscribe for sure, so you don't miss no post game lives. But yeah, I like Jordan Clarkson. I think that he could be really good for this team, but he needs to find consistency. And I know that's easier said than done when you was in Utah and you got all the minutes you want because that team was absolutely ass. But you got to make it work here. You got to figure out how to make it work. Same thing with Yabu. You feel me? Yabu was supposed to be something special too that came here, but they're having a hard time, figuring out how to make it work in the minutes that they're getting. But at the same time, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't give a fuck, bro. This is the season
I
of
mean,
destiny.
yeah, I think he's done. I feel like we didn't touch it on it yesterday, and I meant to, but like you complained about minutes and not getting in the flow because of minutes, and you had minutes yesterday, and you ain't do shit but fuck up. Like you have to make the most of your 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
And the thing is like, yo, you didn't even look mad about fucking up. Like that's
right?
the like Tyler made some turnovers today, and he was visibly upset, clapping his hands together. Fuck! Oh yeah, I saw all that. Tyler was very visibly messed up, and I think Tyler did enough already to be like, all right, we seen what he's capable of. We gotta see more of it. Yabu ain't never do that. You play.
You
I don't
give us
even mean to
one
be.
three every now and
Yeah,
then.
I don't even mean to be disrespectful, but this is gonna sound wild disrespectful. You playing like the reason why you was out of the league. You playing exactly why you was out of the league, bro. And it took the Olympics for you to get back in the league. That's how you playing. And the thing is, too, you don't have to be shooting well to get minutes. Shout out to my guy Jimmy J1. Get my guy on the screen. What
what
up,
up?
cuz? What up, cuz? You feel me? Yeah. You don't have to be shooting well or scoring the basketball well to play well, right? And that's the thing. You outside of shooting, you feel like you can't play well. You don't defend well. You ain't been rebounding the basketball. Like you ain't been doing nothing
But
outside of
turning it over.
turning over the basketball, hoping that the 3 pointers going. That's not good basketball. That's not good basketball. I don't want to see none of that. Honestly, I want to see this the what's his name? Jameson kid. I want to see the Jameson kid more than I want to see Yabu
No.
over Yabu. You saying you don't want to see Jameson over Yabu?
I don't want to
Jameson,
see either one of them.
I'm saying if you had to pick
If I
one of them,
had to, yes, I'll look at Jameson before
and
Yahoo for sure.
and in that Pacers game, he gave us really good minutes. Now it's all about what a person's skill set is on the court. Like we're not looking for him to shoot threes. We're not looking for him to be a scorer. We're looking for him to do dirty work and play defense, and that's exactly what he did. He did
He did.
dirt.
My only thing with him is he looks super awkward when he's trying to grab a rebound. He looks hella awkward.
He did a hell of a job. Yeah, he did a hell of a job. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him after that game. Because again, to Yabu's point, it's also super difficult to not play, and then one day somebody be like, yeah, gonna need you to play today, and you gonna play mad minutes, and we gonna need you to be effective. And he did that in his role. It was a few times they missed him going to the basket, rolling to the basket. He set a solid screen. He had nothing but space and opportunity, and he was missed rolling to the basket a few times. He could have had a way better offensive game if niggas would just pass him the ball. You know what I mean? And he goes to the hoop with ferocity. Ferocious when he go to the rim. You feel me? I'm getting fouled or I'm scoring this bucket. I like that. You feel me? Again, I'm not saying that he should be like everyday in the game guy, but in them situations where we need an extra body, it need to be either DeWalt, I can't pronounce his name.
Dewara.
Yeah, I can't do it. You said it for me. Thank you. Or the Jameson kid. You know what I mean? Either of them two. Yabu could stay his ass on the fucking bench. For sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know it sounds rough and disrespectful. I don't mean it to be, but it is what it is, right?
I mean, we don't hold no punches when it comes to these guys.
But back to the last question on the Deuce situation, because we just was talking about how JB is looking uber fatigued out there on the court. Can Deuce realistically help Brunson's workload, or is that just wishful thinking? I think it's Frasco this time, nah?
Wait, Frasco.
Oh, Fraz, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Fraz.
Oh, my bad. I took him off stage. My bad. Look, I'm not used to this. I'm telling you.
All right, so wait. So repeat the question for me real quick. Hold on.
Yo. Well, since you said in the private chat, it's true. Wake up.
Repeat the question.
So I said, can Deuce realistically help reduce Brunson's workload, or is that wishful thinking?
Nah, I think he can. I mean, we've seen that already with Deuce, where I'm telling you, he's the first one off the bench to spell Brunson when Brunson subbed out in the first quarter of most of them games. He is significant with that. So yes, he plays a major role for spelling Brunson, and he's definitely you're gonna see that when he comes back.
Sis, talk to me.
I think yes. I think the way we played Kolek and Brunson yesterday and in the Cup Finals with both of them together, I think we can do the mix and match with JB and Deuce as well. I think even last season and the games that Deuce played this season, they play well together as well. Having I mean, we say it all the time, right? Like Deuce is like an undersized shooting guard. And so, but he also can handle the ball. And so it serves the same purpose as if it was JB and Tyler on the court, having someone else to bring up the ball and then having another shooter on the court. So yes, I think it can help lessen JB's minutes just by a few minutes. I think the difference in, let's say, 34 minutes and 37 minutes could definitely help in the long run for JB.
All right, yeah. Now, listen, I would have to agree. Uh, I think JB definitely at this point needs minutes reduced. I think in Deuce's and Shaman's absence, we've been relying a little bit more on JB to be out on the court a little bit longer. Even in the fourth quarter, he's coming back. He's coming back in earlier than he was in the beginning of the season uh, because we need him. Even though Tyler has been playing well, Like he doesn't do enough yet to spell what JB does, right? Like at least with Deuce, you get the defense aspect, and then you get the 3-point shot that kind of helps, mitigate JB being off the court. Uh with Tyler, you get like a diet version of what Deuce does. You feel me? Like even though Tyler is, excuse me, got tremendously better on the def. I'm sorry, it's the Hennessy and it's the beer. Even though Tyler's got tremendously better on the defensive end, and he's showing improvement on the offensive end. I still don't think he's at the level that Deuce is yet, and Deuce helps tremendously spell JB. JB's on a lot of the runs sometimes when it comes to comebacks be with Deuce on the court and JB on the bench. You know what I mean? Like that says a lot right there. Uh but yeah, Deuce coming back is gonna help. It's gonna be a minute. Deuce usually struggles mightily coming back from an injury. You know what I mean? We see it every year. My boy, and that's another thing. My boy be hurt every year. Uh, Deuce usually struggles mightily coming back from an injury, but he usually always finds his way back to his rhythm. But definitely expect a few games of Deuce stinking up the joint, and you're gonna be like, "What the hell happened to this guy?" But he's gonna find his rhythm eventually. But yeah, he definitely helps. Uh, so one of the next topics is, what I mean, topic by my good sis. Yeah, I mean, she wanted to talk about, is the Celtics still a threat? Or yeah, is the Celtics a threat when Jayson Tatum come back? Sis, this is your topic. You should start that off.
I kind of wanted to talk about it because there was a tweet, I think, a few days ago saying that they expect him to be returned this season. And so Boston fans are like, oh, the Knicks should be worried, blah, blah, blah. And me, I'm like, worried about what? Like, we took y'all out with him. Y'all act like we took y'all out without him. We was busting y'all ass the game that he went down with him in the game. So I'm not worried. Does it make them better as a team? Absolutely, right? But is that something that I think the Knicks need to be worried about? No. To be honest, if I was a Boston fan, I would be worried because I don't know that I would want my star player to come back and take less time than everyone else takes for coming back from an Achilles injury. That's dangerous because if he ain't fully healed and he get hurt again, y'all gonna be crying. So if I was a Boston fan, I wouldn't want him to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just be for real. Him and Halliburton got hurt right around the same time, like a few games difference. And the Pacers is like, nope, Halliburton ain't coming back this year. Y'all see him next year. And that's the smart thing to do, right? If that's your star, you make sure he's 100% healthy. Let him get his runs. Y'all not winning a championship this year. So it ain't like you bringing him back to win a championship. That's our shit this year. But nah, I'm not worried about it. I feel like we showed them what we could do. And I feel like our team this year is better than what we had last year. And we're war ready.
Nah, big facts. Big facts, sis. Fraz, talk to me, Playboy.
So wait, you mean to tell me that the playoffs last year didn't show you that the Knicks have personnel to combat said Jayson Tatum and even Jaylen Brown? Why am I supposed to be scared of a Boston team that we eliminated from the playoffs when everybody said that the Knicks couldn't beat Boston in a 7-game series. So again, the Knicks have personnel to combat pretty much most star players that teams have in the East. And we've already showed that we can defend Tatum well. So why should I be worried about Jayson Tatum again?
Not facts. Yo, listen, check it. This is how I feel, right? You gonna rush your franchise player back for a season that y'all know for a fact y'all not gonna win a championship. Y'all know y'all not. Yeah, and it's not even about Jason Tatum and Brown. Y'all don't have the roster construction that's built for winning a championship. The shit that y'all had that was fire on your roster that made you build a championship, made y'all build for a championship, is no longer there. And two of those big ass pieces is Porzingis and Al fucking Horford. People sleep on how important Al Horford was to that championship run. He was a fucking big piece. Veteran. He came up big in crunch time and also in the leadership aspect because he's been around long enough and seen enough basketball to know what you do on certain times like that. You feel me? I think Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both phenomenal talents. They're going to make it interesting. You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting to watch for sure. But they ain't winning no championship, man. Pack it up. Pack it up. Jason Tatum, take the year off to rest. To rest. Be with your handsome ass son and your beautiful ass woman. You got LMA, nigga. I'll take the year off, nigga. I got LMA. What I'm going to work for? They gonna pay me anyway. They paying me anyway. I get paid if I show up to work or not, millions of dollars, and I get to go chill with my handsome ass son and my beautiful ass woman. Why are you coming back to lose to the Knicks? It's going to do nothing for your self esteem.
And new baby.
And new baby.
LMA just had a baby.
Oh, facts. And then you got a new baby. Enjoy that. You gonna come back. You gonna do all this work, right? To come back to lose to the Knicks. That's gonna do nothing to your self-esteem. I promise you, it's gonna happen. You're gonna lose to the Knicks again, right? Tom Thibodeau didn't prepare you for these Knicks, right? He prepared you for the Knicks that he coached. It's different. It's different. It ain't the same Knicks. So
I mean,
I
we
think
beat them after Thibodeau talked to them. So
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact too. But we beat him without Jason Tatum. That's
true.
also a thing. But I want to say this, right? Take the page out from Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is taking the time out to go hang out with the Snow Bunnies. You feel me? You know he loved the Snow Bunnies. He loved playing in the snow. That is his thing. You know what I mean? He's taking time to play with the Snow Bunnies, show up to some WWE events. You feel me? That's what Tyrese Halliburton is doing while he heals that Achilles, which is the smart thing to do because losing to the Knicks does nothing for your self-esteem. Shout out to JB for hitting that three-pointer and looking directly in Tyrese Halliburton's way. You know what I mean? That was fire too. You feel me? Because Tyrese be talking, he be talking spicy since they got that last W. You know what I mean? But yeah, but take a picture of Tyrese Halliburton. Enjoy your vacation. You got to extend the vacation, homie, and they still gonna pay you your money. You're gonna risk further injury coming back early for a season that you're not gonna win shit. I I, I gotta solo myself again so he can see me. Jayson Tatum, if you watching, I know I'm a Knicks fan. And in your mind, you might be like, "Oh, he just saying that because he's scared. If I come back, they go." No, this is not what that is. I can say with 100% confidence that even if you came back and we met y'all in the playoff, it's going to be sis what? What is going to be, sis?
Belt to ass.
Thank you very much. So don't show up. Take the time. Go see some sights. Go visit parts of the world you've never been to yet. You don't need. I'm saying this as a concerned citizen. You know what I mean? And a fan of NBA basketball. Because I would hate for you to lose your confidence getting your ass kicked to the Knicks again or further hurting yourself when you should be resting. Let Jaylen Brown spread his wings. You know what? Now that I said that, now that I said that, smells like jealousy. Jaylen Brown is playing really good basketball. He's playing. They're not number one with both of them, but they're number 4 without Jayson Tatum. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
They're number 4 without Jayson Tatum. Jaylen Brown is hooping. So with that being said, I kind of see why he rushing back. My bad, Jayson Tatum. I understand. It's a sibling rivalry happening. You don't want to be forgotten. I see what's happening. I'm hip.
Or seen as expendable.
Oh no, he's definitely expendable. If I was the Boston Celtics,
I've always thought he is. If I had to choose between him and Brown, I'm picking Brown every time.
Yeah.
The contract say it all. The contract say it all.
Yeah, Brown is a dog for sure. I don't feel like I can say the same for Jayson Tatum for sure. You know what I mean? Right. Do we have another topic or that's it? Deuce, we did the Celtics. Yeah, that's about it. Y'all got anything y'all want to add?
Just
Crash, wrap it up.
Hold on. I don't want to wrap it up yet. Hold on. I just want to make sure them Heat fans keep that same energy on Sunday when they lose to the New York Knicks. You better have that same energy when y'all take that L. Don't make no excuses when you come over here to Knicks N Ish. And you better be here too. You better be here.
Listen, man. He said he's gonna be here. I'm gonna take the man by his word. But just know when you pull up here, it's not gonna be a warm welcome. We're gonna keep it respectful, but it's not gonna be a warm welcome. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it, Fraz.
I mean, shout out everybody who pulled up, who was in the comments, who came and stopped in and checked out their favorite Knicks N Ish panel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell a friend to come watch Knicks N Ish. You know what I mean? Make sure your notification bell set to all. And don't forget, also check out the Knicks N Ish Shopify. Go ahead and copy some merch. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of these lovely Knicks N Ish t-shirts I got right here. The hoodie sis got on. You know what I mean? We got Brunson on fire. You know, you got a few other things up there. Go ahead and check out the Shopify. And we'll see y'all next time. Now get the outro.
Oh shit. That was my job. My bad.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap, the melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't